anymore. I had to look so long for an app that would put a turkey on his head because I just really wanted a turkey on his head. Anyway, it's the day after Thanksgiving, so I thought we would have some fun, some cultural fun.
Yeah.
Of trying to figure out what you think Thanksgiving is, and then crushing your dreams.
Yeah.
But before we get started, I'll just say hello, Tori. Hello, Dad. Hello. I assume Mom's there somewhere. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I am for comments. I'm gonna have to lean in really close like this.
Hello, Tori.
Anyway, let's start off first off by pouring our Thanksgiving wine. And I just want to, as we're pouring this wine, I want to show what the wine is.
Yeah.
Because this was our anniversary. This is one of my anniversary gifts to Laurent this year, for our second anniversary, and it's a really cheap bottle of wine, but it's called Parsifal, and we met when I was dancing and he was singing in the opera Parsifal.
Yeah.
So we decided tonight would be a good night to enjoy it.
Cheers.
Anyway. Oh, that's actually really good.
Is it?
This was €3 from Lidl. Don't listen to that. don't pay attention to that.
It was my very fancy gift.
So fancy. But it's actually delicious. Anyway. What we're going to do is I'm going to first ask you. You visited the U.S.
When I was a teenager.
For how long?
Well, I went 2 times, and like 2 times 2 weeks, never during Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I went once to around Michigan Lake for a tour with an orchestra, and once in St. Paul, Minnesota for an exchange.
Center of U.S. culture.
Yeah. That's kind of the only trips I've done.
So you have a minimal amount of American experience.
Yeah.
So in your mind, what is Thanksgiving?
In my mind, Thanksgiving is like a special episode on most of the series.
That's pretty fair.
Here, it's not really. I was going to say it's not really a thing. It's really not a thing.
It does not exist at all, and no one knows about it.
Yeah. But for me, it's like kind of a special episode in a lot of series and sitcoms, and where people kind of meet together to do a rehearsal for Christmas.
Okay, a rehearsal for Christmas.
Yeah, but maybe I'm really wrong.
I love thinking of it as a rehearsal for Christmas. Because I was saying earlier today that it's quite weird that like the 2 holidays that you're supposed to like go and visit your family are so close together. Like you would think there'd be like every 6 months there's a holiday that's like the visit your family holiday, but like no, there's 11 months with no family, and then 1 month where you have to go twice. Anyway, what do you think in your French experience that Thanksgiving is based on?
Well, if I take the word Thanksgiving, I would kind of think that it's a time in the year where maybe you thank for kind of what you have nice in your life, and like a moment to realize what the good things around you are.
You're doing way too well at this.
Well, given the name of it,
yeah,
it's kind of what I would think it is. But
and why do you think it's at this time of year, just before Christmas? What started this as like the day?
I have no idea.
All right, so let's back up. So
you can give answers in the comments.
I'm gonna ask you guys to help me out a little bit, because I come from a very, very small family, so we never were like big Thanksgiving people. So if you have a big Thanksgiving or like a family Thanksgiving memory or something you want to throw at Laurent here, Not physical objects. Although I mean, if you're close, why not? But anything you want to like throw into the comments as like a Thanksgiving memory or a Thanksgiving thought, please do, because I have only experience with very small family Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is for me the most important thing is that it's the holiday that screws up my birthday every year.
Yeah.
My birthday is right around Thanksgiving. Every year it's within 3 days of Thanksgiving, and that is terrible. I remember as a child just being deeply angry every birthday that all my friends had like gone off to do Thanksgiving with their families, and so we had to have my birthday like party like weeks off the actual day. Which I still do, mostly because of work things now. But Thanksgiving starts at roughly 5 in the morning when your mom and your grandma wake up to start cooking things that no one wants to eat.
Oh, that's the thing with a lot of different typical food.
Yes.
Yeah, like
but
specific recipes.
these are Thanksgiving foods that like are never eaten at any other time in the entire year, and you would not want them to be.
Oh.
Like, for example, the most typical Thanksgiving food, and you guys might see where I'm going with this, is cranberry sauce. So if you think of sauce, like what is a sauce?
Like salted sauce?
Like a savory sauce.
Yeah.
But like what? Think of a sauce. Give me some words.
Like a creamy thing or...
Yeah, it's not that. It's cranberries squished together in a can, and you open the can and then you turn it upside down and you shake the can, and then a bunch of cranberries in the still in the shape of the can plop out and make a sound like bloop, and then that's what cranberry sauce is.
Is it kind of a jam?
It's terrible. Like that's the only adjective I can.
Well, does anyone have any opinion about
anyone
cranberry
that
sauce?
likes cranberry sauce? The other thing that is like a very typical, at least in our family, I'm just gonna turn the camera. There we go. That's a little better. In our family, another like very, very typical dish is sweet potatoes mashed up with marshmallows on top of them that are on fire.
Marshmallows on fire.
Yeah, with sweet potatoes under them. It's a sweet potato casserole, but the marshmallows will be on fire.
Okay.
There is no.
It's like flambé. Like
no, they're not supposed to be on fire.
Oh.
It's just every year they end up on fire.
I didn't know marshmallows were flammable.
This is the cultural difference, because I can only think of between s'mores, where your marshmallow will catch on fire, mom. And, and the marshmallow sweet potato thing on Thanksgiving. Marshmallows are always on fire in my brain.
Oh, so if you want to start a fire, if you're camping and you want to start a fire, you just pull a marshmallow out of the bag. Oh,
yes, that's exactly how it happens. The marshmallows just combust. So then, after your mom and your grandma have cooked for roughly 8 hours, there's a turkey that is frozen that gets thawed, but like maybe has salmonella also, because it's very debatable how like competently it's been thawed.
Pecan crust on the marshmallow, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a pecan crust. There's a pecan.
I like to put Jack Daniels on my
potatoes. What a good idea! Thanks, Corey. I like this plan a lot. So after roughly 8 hours of mom and grandma cooking, you sit down at the table. In the middle of the table is a giant dead turkey, which
we are both vegetarians.
I understand in my logical brain that seems delicious to some people, but I have never ever seen it, because before I remember seeing cooked turkey, I remember seeing wild turkey on the loose in the forest. And the wild turkey on the loose in the forest is not appetizing. Wild turkey on the loose in the forest is terrifying. Turkeys are mean and scary and large And so even at a tender age, when I still ate meat, I found dead turkey on table deeply terrifying. Just gonna read. I see we got a couple of
I feel
comments.
today.
The ironic thing is that after this video, I'm gonna make a sweet potato casserole. Mom, please don't start a fire. Anyway, so then you eat the meal, and then everyone sits around after the meal. Maybe you watch a football game. There's always a football game, and just kind of sits there in pain because you've eaten so much food. And then the real like tradition of Thanksgiving is that you eat turkey in every single meal for the next 3 to 6 weeks.
Oh.
There is so much turkey left over, and everything is turkey.
If there are like a tradition of having big family fights at
Yes,
table,
yes.
like because in France we don't really have the Thanksgiving, but we have the Toussaint, which is kind of around
The
Halloween.
1st of November?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a big family reunion
Mhm.
in France, and there's always that drunk uncle that will talk about politics all the
Very
time
dangerous.
and start big family fights.
That is very Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It's the I feel like the whole the aura of Thanksgiving is going around the table and saying what you're thankful for as you try to stuff more food in your mouth and you think about the fight that you've been having with your relatives since dawn. And your mom and your grandma look tired.
But what does the holiday comes from? What's the origin of it?
This is not historically accurate. You're shocked, I know. But the non-historically accurate version is that it's and there's some grains of truth in there, is that it's the holiday of when the first European settlers had a big harvest feast with the Native Americans, and that was they were giving thanks that they had made it so far, and that their colony was surviving until the harvest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't sound very historically accurate.
There's grains of truth in that.
Oh yeah.
But then there's also like a lot of other sides that this version does not deal with.
Okay.
And what's interesting is that when you live outside the US, it literally just ceases to exist. Like there is no Thanksgiving of any sort in any country I've lived in other than America.
Maybe American expats do it.
Sometimes, but not even that much. I don't think I know anyone who did Thanksgiving in France this year.
Let them know.
Dad says, "Oh, like the Indians watching the Native Americans watching the Pilgrims arrive. Oh, let them land. What can it hurt?" Oh, okay. Mom's brought this up.
Oh.
So as you guys know, I'm a professional circus artist, and mom wants to bring up the fact that one of my first appearances on stage was as was I a turkey? I think I might have been a turkey.
You were the turkey?
Oh wait. I had my costume was basically a paper bag with a head hole cut in it, and I stood on the stage and ate the costume bit by bit, standing next to my best friend who also ate the costume. So I wasn't a lone weirdo.
You were the turkey?
I'm not sure if I was a turkey or a Native American.
Was she the turkey?
I can't.
We need to know that.
Corey says some of the other chateaus did Thanksgiving. I did see on YouTube, I think Lalande did Thanksgiving, didn't they? And a couple of the others did Thanksgiving. That's true. Actually, there is someone I know who did Thanksgiving. I was thinking more of in the Paris, my like Paris friends. There wasn't a lot of Thanksgiving this year. But yeah, I guess we should do an Everdeen Thanksgiving one year.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
With costumes? With paper bag
no
costumes?
Unless
I
get to eat
I can eat the paper bag.
I mean,
it's a thing I did when I was a child.
Your choice.
Well, not paper bag, but paper.
We should do that. Let's plan to do an Everdeen Thanksgiving one year. That would be really fun. I would like that.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's not on my birthday.
Oh yeah, with the helpers.
With the helpers, yes. So, a little update. I'm saying this on the air, helpers, to make sure that you follow through, which I don't doubt that you will, because I know you guys are really serious about it. But the helpers are applying for a visa for France to be able to stay a longer amount of time.
Yeah, that will be great.
So that would be really great. So it should be what they're applying for is sort of, as long as you turn up with the right documentation, you should get it. It's not as as risky as some other visas. So hopefully that will be happening very soon. But we're here. I've literally just sent them some documents about that.
Yeah. But yeah, it would be great to do like Thanksgiving at Everdeen with.
And there's also the Pogensies, who are quite close, who are American.
Yeah.
And would want to do Thanksgiving probably.
And maybe with patrons would be fun too.
That would be really fun, actually. Yeah.
That's a good idea, Carrie.
That would be really fun. I would love that. Patron Thanksgiving. That'd be very cute.
Would you eat the paper bag?
I would. If the patrons asked me to eat a paper bag, I would eat a paper bag.
Oh.
Anyway, I think that we've done enough here.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about history of Thanksgiving. Maybe we're going to keep that for next year.
I did just see. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that one of my favorite YouTubers, who's named Abby Cox, COX, did a Thanksgiving video that I really want to watch. Talking about the actual history of Thanksgiving. So if you're interested, check her channel out, because she's really great. I really enjoy her channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching this channel. And just a reminder that I talked about this, I think, last week on the live, but because of work reasons, because I am swamped with work in various countries for the month of December. In fact, I'm going to Brittany. I'm driving 5 hours to Brittany tomorrow to do a show out there. We are not having normal Everdeen videos in December, because I'm not going to be at Everdeen enough to film enough. So we're having every other week is a normal Everdeen video. So last week we had a normal Everdeen video where I was working in the bedroom. Not tomorrow, Monday, but the week after Monday, we will have another normal Everdeen video where I'm working in the formerly yellow bedroom. It's going to be not yellow anymore. But every other week, we're going to have more of a lifestyle in France video. So for December, 1 week at Everdeen working on a construction DIY project, 1 week doing more of a lifestyle video that's going to be a little bit shorter, and then back to construction, and then back to lifestyle. So that's how it's going to go. So tomorrow is going to be, not tomorrow, Monday is going to be a lifestyle video. I think that I'm going to film our little weekend away, because when I go and do the show in Brittany, which is one of my favorite regions of France, it is so amazing. This one is going to come and meet me after my show.
For holiday.
Yeah, and we're going to have a 48-hour holiday. So that's what Monday's video is going to be about. So we will see you there. And thanks for joining on the Thanksgiving chat. And we will see you guys on Monday. See you then.